You poor thing. I'm sorry, it is water. It's just not what you're used to being called water. This water will help you. Please take another sip. It will taste better in time. I didn't want to put any more of that stuff in my mouth, but I was so thirsty, so again I took a small sip. Yuck. I stuck out my tongue. Well, it can take a while, she smiled. Is the food the same? Oh, you must be hungry. Here I have a peach in my pack, she handed them to me. I looked at this fuzzy ball she handed me. This is edible. It doesn't look like the pink peach paste back where I'm from. Just try it. It's better than the water, but you do have to chew it, and the hard center you don't eat, it's a seed. Seed, huh? Just try it. Her smile was ensuring somewhat, so I took a bite. It was very sweet and soft. I nearly choked getting it down. Why isn't it in liquid or paste form? Because this is how it is grown. We don't have paste here except for babies. We will mush it up. That's odd. I've never seen a peach in this form before, but it's good. I am so glad you like it. Later I can show you how to take the seed to grow more trees. I don't know how that works, but okay. I continued to eat the peach around this hard, smaller, bumpy stone. She told me to dig a small hole and bury the stone, and it will grow a tree that will grow on hundreds of peaches, but I'm not sure if I believe it. Now, anything else you want to know? Yeah, why is there rain coming from my eyes? Am I sick? Your brother called them tears. You mean you haven't cried before? Oh, I have cried out a few times, especially when I was young, but yelling isn't allowed in the collection. Well, that type of crying is different than what I mean. Crying is usually when tears come from the corner of your eyes. They can roll down your cheeks when you are really sad. Sad? You're probably going to know it more as disappointed type feeling. It won't hurt you. You may feel tired after or relaxed, but you'll be okay. Okay, was my reply. I know it's a lot to take in at first. I just wanted to change subjects at this point. I felt so alone in my mind. What was Colt saying about a horse? Don't worry about what my brother says, but he isn't wrong either. You see, every herd member has a horse that is theirs and theirs alone. You cannot pick anyone else's horse, and the horse has to choose you as well. It's called the selection. Broncos do it when they get their names. Fillies when we get our, our pains. Pains? I slightly turned my head. You know every month when, have you started yet? I mean, you're the same age as me, and I have, so I assumed you can now have children of your own. Oh yeah, I started my period a year ago. Lavender blushed. Well, you are a direct one, aren't you? Well, I guess that answers that. Let's go to the far side of the meadow and look at some horses. We will just look today. No harm in looking. Okay, I was excited to see this. Can you get on my horse's back? It's kind of hard for me. If you get down, we could walk together. It's kind of far off from here to walk. Here, can you climb up on that rock over there? Then just get on from there. She pointed to a large boulder that was pretty flat. Yeah, I can give it a try. She walked her horse up to it. Okay, get on. It was much easier this way. I held to her back as she looked back with her eyes. I'll just keep Snow at a walk, okay? Okay, the horse's name is Snow? Yes, fitting, isn't it? She giggled, and we started to walk off. Her horse seemed so much smoother when walking. I had an easier time staying on. We talked about all kinds of things as we rode to the spot she wanted to show me. Like how girls wear beads and boys feathers. But when they get married, the boy will give a feather to the girl to put in her hair, and the girl gives the boy beads she has made to put into a braid he will wear for the rest of their lives together. She told me being a stallion's daughter meant that a lot more suitors would come for her as their wife, and it would be up to her who she would marry, not the other way around. Fillies normally didn't get married till they reached the age of at least 20. I told her how in our area girls would get married as young as 16, sometimes if they were called by the lotto, and sometimes you wouldn't be called at all. It was all up to the Hearts Company. They would choose the best man that fit who they thought would suit you best to be your husband or wife. Lavender always stayed quiet when I talked about anything about my home. With little reply, usually of just a, that's interesting. Maybe my life was boring to her. It didn't seem like they had any Harlot's fun or excitement here. How did they not get bored?